Are you stupid? Why are you insulting me for no reason? This isn't an insult to you. I want to talk a bit about being treated like a fool, getting used to it, or even enjoying it. Now listen, people treat you like a fool when, first, if you let them. Second, if you are a fool. Third, when you allow it. Sometimes it's even convenient for you. You play dumb, gain an advantage, appear like the prey but actually become the hunter. Even in your career, colleagues or even your boss can treat you like an idiot. You'll get promoted next year, just relax. But that next year never comes. They'll keep promoting you with titles, assistant manager, but the salary and responsibilities don't change. Looking back over the past 5-10 years, I've realized when someone treated me like a fool, it's because I let them. It's like fighting on the Western Front while someone says, "Don't worry, I got the Eastern Front." But then they ruin everything behind your back. Even Ottoman sultans made this mistake. They appointed governors who drained the regions dry. They didn't fight for oil resources because of laziness and short-sightedness. So if you're thinking, "Oh, let them treat me like a fool, they'll lose in the end," you're wrong. Most people don't care. They don't think if they realize I used them, they'll never talk to me again. They just say, "Let me ride this donkey for 2 miles and find another one after." If you think they'll regret treating me like a fool, hate to break it to you, but they don't care. They'll ride you, then hop off and find another donkey. There are plenty out there. So how do you know you're being played for a fool? If you asked for something twice and still didn't get done, and on the third time they smile and say, yeah, don't worry, you keep going. If you're always the one paying the bill, not just for the food, but in life, if your efforts at work or school always end with you blamed for a failure, then yes, you're being treated like a fool, and most likely you're acting like one. But hey, foolishness isn't permanent. Sometimes all it takes is a splash of cold water to wake up. Like love. I love you so much, I'll die for you. Then 2 days, weeks, or months later, you realize they don't love you anymore. You tell yourself, no, they love me, of course they do. You beg for affection. I've said it before, being a beggar for your own money is bad, but begging for love, that's even worse. If you're that foolish, you'll stretch out your hands for 2 drops of affection. At that point, you deserve to be treated like a fool. Another classic place where this happens, family. In families with 2 or 3 kids, one of them always gets treated like a fool. Parents say we love you all equally, but it's not true. If you made 3 paintings, you'll definitely like one more than the others. So, what should you do when someone treats you like a fool? First, you have to say it out loud. Look, what you're doing hurts me. I'm not stupid. I care about you, and I'll let it go this once. But it's the last time. If they do it again, and you still put up with it, then you are a fool. No one's a bigger fool than you. You need to set your boundaries. Another way to deal with it, tell a story. Make it about someone else to soften the blow if you're afraid. Not everyone's brave enough to confront things directly. Or use the road champ against them. If they count on you to finish the assignment in 3 weeks, and they're not even doing their part, then just don't do it. When they say, "Bro, weren't you doing my part too?" just shrug, "Oh man, you wouldn't believe it. I couldn't even finish mine." If someone treats you like a spare tire, then be a flat spare. Let the car stay stuck. In this society, using people is seen as smart. Do good for a year, 2, 3, and they'll call you an idiot for it. You pay the bill every time. Generosity. Nope, doesn't exist anymore. If you give, you have to get something back. Respect, love, something. Otherwise, It's foolishness. I had a group of friends who always come to my office for lunch. Dude, your place has the best rice, they'd say. I kept saying, sure, come by any time, my door's open. But they never once offered to treat me. Eventually, I realized they saw me as a sucker. On the fourth or fifth time, I said, why don't you treat me like this then? That's when I saw their true faces. You'll never know until you test people. Someone's always riding your back. When they say, mind if I ride you 2 steps? If they're shameless, they'll do it. If they've got some self-respect, they'll say, oh no, my back hurts. Now let's talk about the ultimate level of being made a fool. Let me tell you a true story. We used to organize training trips abroad for company execs. These weren't random people. They were CFOs, HR directors, people making 50, 100k monthly, company cars, paid rent, phone bills, no expenses. And yet, when we went abroad, they argued over magnets. This street's cheaper. Let's go back there. They drink from fountains in the street. Why buy water? But this isn't about being frugal. You're a CFO and you're filling your bottle from a fountain in Italy. At that point, it's you treating yourself like a fool, not someone else doing it. You're on a once-a-year anniversary dinner and your partner says, how about we just grab a chicken and rice? Come on. Years ago, I paid for a friend and their spouse to go on a vacation 5-star, ultra all-inclusive. Meanwhile, I was at a nearby hotel giving a seminar. They came over and instead of thanking me, they said, isn't the other hotel better? And then, can you ask if he can switch? They ended up switching. The worst part, they weren't ashamed to ask me to pay the difference. I don't talk to them anymore. Looking back, I was the fool. Should have said, you don't like it, go home. But because I was an idiot, I said, no worries, I'll transfer you to the other hotel. You know the saying, if you act like a donkey, someone will saddle you. If you bend down on all fours, don't be surprised when people line up to ride you. So please, don't turn yourself into a stray dog or a donkey. See you in the next video.